To Illinois now, where a jury is deciding the fate of the former sheriff's deputy who killed Sonya Massey. Sean Grayson is facing 3 counts of first-degree murder for shooting Massey in her own home last year. Yesterday, Grayson took the stand saying he fired in self-defense because he believed that Sonya Massey would throw a pot of boiling water at him. Here's body camera footage of that interaction, which may be disturbing to some viewers.
Where you going?
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
I
rebuke you in the name of
Jesus. I swear to God, shoot you right in your face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the pot!
Let's bring in CBS News senior crime and public safety producer Anna Schechter, who is following the trial for us.
The jury is deliberating right now in the murder trial of Sean Grayson. That's the former sheriff's deputy who shot and killed Sonya Massey. Now, the case is not about whether or not he pulled the trigger. The jury was shown the video by both prosecutors and the defense, leaning on the very same video to make their argument. Prosecutors say it's clear that he could have taken a step back and exited out an unlocked door. He did not have to fire that weapon, even if he perceived her as a threat. And the prosecutors noted that she only weighs 114 pounds, that the last thing she said before she was shot was, "I'm sorry." They also note that right before Grayson fired a shot, he made a threat, saying essentially, "I'm going to shoot you in the face." And they left the jury with that argument. Now, on the defense side, they leaned into that very same video and said, like prosecutors, you can believe your eyes. What you see is what happened. And they show the pot of boiling water that Sonya Massey had taken off the stove. Their argument is that she was raising it up to throw it at him, and that the use of force using his firearm was the only option for Grayson. And they invited a use of force expert to take the stand to testify that Grayson's pulling that trigger, instead of using a taser but using the gun, was actually within the bounds, and that he used that gun essentially to de-escalate the situation. That was de-escalating the situation. Now, lots of legal experts that I've spoken to are weighing in that the defense has a major challenge because the video is damning and you do see him pull the trigger. In fact, the video shows him getting angry after Sonya Massey says to him, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." That's when things escalate. They go from 0 to 60. The tone of his voice changes. He draws his firearm, makes the threat, tells her, "I'm going to shoot you in the face." And the defense says at that point, that's when Massey should have retreated, complied with him, and the defense says that it's actually her fault that he fired that deadly shot, or those 3 shots. One of them was deadly. Now, what's interesting in this case, he is charged with first-degree murder, but yesterday we learned in court that the jury can convict him on second-degree murder if they find, yes, he did murder her, but there were mitigating factors. So the sentencing guidelines for second-degree murder in the state of Illinois are lower. It's more like a time served or probation up to 20 years, whereas first-degree murder is 45 years to life in prison. So this is a big distinction. All eyes are on this jury, and we are waiting. They are deliberating right now as we speak, and we are waiting for that verdict. Back to you.
Anna, thank you for that.